Comrade, and now after the Modi Sarkar came to power in 2014, the secular democratic India and the constitution is under attack, and now lynching became the way of life. Now even police became part of this. The Rajasthan Alva incident is the latest. How can we analyze this situation?
So from 2014, when the Modi government first took over the reins of power in Delhi, to 2024, it's now 10 years of the experience of the Modi government. And what was, to an extent, even in spite of Gujarat, for many people in India, it was below the surface, a state of denial about Gujarat, that when he comes to Delhi, maybe it will change. There was a feeling among a section of people. But what we have seen in the last 10 years, that the aggression to take forward a very specific political agenda, very toxic agenda, that is very aggressively being pursued. So as you said, in 2024, after the Lok Sabha elections, it was felt that since they had lost seats and they were dependent on the allies, there would be some difference. A big section of liberal opinion in India believed that. But it has been proven once again that for the BJP, it is basically the RSS and its ideology which is driving this government. And therefore, there is absolutely no doubt that the agenda of the RSS is being pursued. See, I want to say something, that every political party has an agenda. We have our agenda, the UDF may have his agenda, some other party will have. So it's quite legitimate for any party which comes to power to follow its agenda. But what is the difference here? It is because the agenda itself is not in tune with the Constitution of India. It is a Constitution says we the people of India. It doesn't say we the people of this or that religion. So when you want to impose an agenda which is to destroy the secular character of India, then naturally that agenda is going to cause destruction in its wake, which is what is happening. So that is what the danger is. The danger is because it is not a legitimate political agenda which is being followed. It is an agenda which goes against the very Constitution of India, the framework of India. And therefore, that agenda, wherever it is being, the BJP has double-engine governments in so many states. In each state now, there's no limit to the extent that they will go. You mentioned Rajasthan. Have you ever heard of such a brutal atrocity? It was unbelievable. When I went there and I met the family in Raghunathgarh village of Rajasthan. The first thing is what strikes you, they are so poor. They are daily wage workers. The boy is 26 years old. He's a daily wage worker. There are 5 brothers. All of them are wage workers. The girl, Rasida, she must be about 21 or 22. And can you imagine, she'd just given birth to a baby a month ago, a month and a half ago. They were sleeping in their little home. It's like a small little room. And I saw our delegation. We saw with our own eyes how the police had smashed the mud wall outside, smashed it, broken a big hole in it. They came in like that at 6 in the morning. They banged at the door. Now, in the room, there are 2 beds. Just that's all, there's no other space. So the boy Imran, the father of this baby, he was sleeping on one bed with the two children. And in the bed next to the door, the mother was with the infant. So he told her, go and open the door, see who it is. As soon as she opened the door, the cops just dragged and pulled her out. They rushed into the room, and to get to the second bed, they jumped on that cot. And that baby was lying there. And she was brutally killed. And now they are saying we didn't go into the room at all. So there's a huge cover-up going on in the case. The question here is, what gives them the guts or the audacity to commit such crime? How do they do it? Can you imagine it ever happening in Kerala? If anybody dared to do it in Kerala, they know they would be immediately sent to jail. Immediately. What happened in Rajasthan? They didn't even file an FIR. The village went and sat on dharna. After so many hours, then they intervened and murder case was filed. But now immediately, after the filing of the case and the dharna was lifted, now again they've started trying to cover up. So here in Kerala, I think the people of Kerala need to look at what is happening outside of Kerala to understand why we say Kerala is a beacon for the country. Why do we say that? It's not because, we are communists and this is a communist, because what we are seeing every day in the rest of India, every day. Now Maharashtra, you look at Maharashtra, what happened? A boy who was watching a match with his parents, 15-year-old boy, some VHP fellow moving outside, or Bajrang Dal fellow moving outside, says, oh, I heard him shout Pakistan Zindabad. What? Can you file a case? Forget filing a case. The next day, they came, the municipality came. He's a serial offender, the MLA of that area, the minister of that area. He encouraged them. They came with a bulldozer and bulldozed the house. Can you ever imagine happening like that in Kerala? Can anybody dare to do that in Kerala? So they do this, the police act in this way, or the authorities act in this way because they believe this is implementation of the RSS agenda. Therefore, coming here to Kerala for us from different parts of India, when we come here, we see Kerala, we see the people of Kerala. Now, I go to Jharkhand very often from the party. When I was in Jharkhand 5 days ago, I heard a couple from Jharkhand. The boy is Hindu, the girl is Muslim. They've been friends for so long. They've been in love with each other. Now, to love is a crime. To hate is not a crime. To bulldoze is not a crime. But to love is a crime in this country today. And they were hunted by the police, And they came to Kerala for shelter. And the Kerala High Court has given them some reprieve, some protection. So the point I'm making is that there are alternative trajectories of politics. There is one politics which is determined to bulldoze the constitution. There's another kind of politics which is trying to compromise with it. Instead of confronting ideologically, you see the UDF and you see what is happening in places where the Congress is leading government. They are not able to confront in that way. And you have this third way, which is our way, which is the left and democratic way. And this way is no compromise ideologically, no compromise on policy, and no compromise on fighting the economic exploitation which is intended.
Comrade, on the other hand, the Modi government is attacking livelihoods of poor people, and the social security budget allocation is being cutting down, and Kerala government is giving support to marginalized people. Then they are punishing Kerala government for supporting poor people.
What I saw, for example, in Rajasthan, they were punished. Their only crime was, first they were poor, and second they were Muslim. If you look at the entire central government's budget, even now, this year, 2025-26 budget, they have cut down close to 1 lakh crore rupees, which they did not spend, which they had budgeted for. So if you look at the budget estimate and the revised estimate, which is what they actually spent in the last year, you will find that they had not spent 1 lakh crore rupees, which they promised the central government they will spend. 1 lakh crores. They didn't spend on food, they didn't spend on fertilizer, they did not spend on SC, ST scholarships, they did not spend on the Women's Protection Fund, they did not spend for the poor. They have cut down on health, they have cut down on education, etc. So they have not spent 1 lakh crore rupees. And now they say, oh, we have controlled the deficit. They did not spend. What did they do? They gave concessions to the rich. Now this is the most discredited trickle-down theory. Give more and more concessions to the rich, help them have more money in their pockets and their treasuries, and they will spend some of it, which will help our development. It's a discredited economic theory. The fact is, today in India, if manufacturing is so low, if there is no demand in the market, it's because people don't have purchasing power. Now, instead of giving purchasing power, what you are doing is, you are giving more and more power to the corporates at the expense of people. And when state governments, because we also make promises, we also have a commitment, and it's not just promises, promises for an alternate path. We also have done that. But when the rightful share of your state is not given, then what is it? You are punishing Kerala, you are punishing an alternative path, you are punishing a pro-people path. They think by doing this, they will discredit the Kerala government, discredit alternative politics, and use the communal card and caste card here in Kerala to intervene. What did we see in the Lok Sabha elections? We saw exactly that. They tried to create a crisis for Kerala. And then they utilized caste, they utilized various organizations and the communal divisive political platform to try and make some gains in Kerala. But Kerala, the history of Kerala, the tradition of Kerala, what is happening today? Even with what they have seen, how they are trying to promote superstitions in Kerala, how they are trying to promote the most rituals which are really, we have never seen, which are leading to such difficult things for people here in Kerala. And this is all being done in the name of tradition. Obscurantism, unscientific theories, they are being promoted in the name of religion. See, what we say, we respect religion and religious beliefs, but Hindutva has nothing to do with religion. It's to do with power, political power for a cause. And that cause for them is destroy the constitution.
And comrade, we see after Lok Sabha election, the opposition, secular opposition, it can block BJP from an absolute majority. But in the recent assembly elections, due to lack of understanding and attitude of Congress, what happened in Delhi, Haryana, as and we see. In Kerala, now the Congress-led opposition is supporting BJP in this, in the case of Asha workers.
You see, as far as Asha workers are concerned, we want justice for Asha workers, whether they are in Kerala, whether they are in the rest of India. We stand for the regularization of Asha workers. We stand for their rights and recognition. We stand for pension. We stand for proper benefits. At present, Asha workers are exploited. The whole scheme is a scheme which is exploiting Asha workers, Anganwadi workers, midday meal scheme workers. These scheme workers are playing such an important role in India. So we stand firmly with Asha workers. I believe here in Kerala, there is a strike going on of one section of Asha workers. Now, as far as arrears are concerned, no doubt if there are any arrears, it is a duty of the government to pay those arrears. I was told today that the arrears have been met in the main. Today, in fact, I heard that the arrears have been paid. Secondly, the demand for pension and the demand for increasing income. Yes, we want that to happen. But right now, the center is not giving its share even now. Now, somehow we have managed here in Kerala to give the highest salaries compared to the rest of India here in Kerala. It's, I think, 13,000 or 13,000 plus, of which the major part, more than 2/3, I mean 9,000 plus, is being paid by the state government and only 3,000 or 4,000 by the center. Definitely we will fight with the center for more money. It's not fair on the Asha workers. But the question is that, is the central government prepared to change the nature of this scheme? That is a critical point. Now, as far as the UDF and the BJP are concerned, all over India, the state of the scheme workers, it's really bad. Look at what's happening in Karnataka for the Anganwadi workers and the scheme workers in Karnataka. Look at what is happening in Telangana. So this is sheer hypocrisy. This is nothing to do with the concerns of Asha workers. We support them because they are genuine demands. Why shouldn't a woman who's working more than 8 hours a day and shouldering the health system, why shouldn't she be recognized as a regular worker? 100% she should. The nature of the scheme has to be changed. We have to together fight the central government. There's no doubt about it. But what I don't understand is, when these demands, all of us want the Asha workers to be regular, why are they fighting the state government? The state government is with you on these demands. We are trying to get the central government to accept it. But their anger is not against the BJP government at the center. They are allowing all these leaders to come and address them. And now I've heard that all the UDF leaders and all their different categories of leaders who never come for women's issues, they have all come. Why? They're allowing their platform to be used like this. So I think the demands of Asha workers in Kerala and all over India for regularization, for a proper wage, for pension, for benefits, these are very, very genuine demands. It is a central scheme, and the central government must listen to the voices of lakhs of Asha workers all over India, and we are 100% demanding that the central government, and we are prepared to fight on these issues, but using your platform for political purposes, saying we are going to continue till local body elections, what has that got to do with the demands that is not a good thing. But what these parties are doing in the UDF and the Congress, to come back to your point, I want to say that the Congress, whether it was in Delhi, whether it was in Maharashtra, now Bihar also, now the other parties, when they are dealing with the Congress, they find that appreciation of the fight against the BJP and the focus is not there. I saw the Congress president's statement in the papers today. He said, oh, CPM fought the polls in Delhi. Why they are saying Congress fought the polls in Delhi? I mean, that's the most ridiculous example. But the point is this Congress president, he should have been in Delhi to see the campaign of the Congress. The Congress did not say a word against the BJP. It did not speak a word against the Lieutenant Governor. It did not speak a word about the Lieutenant Governor and the Modi government hijacking and bulldozing the Supreme Court understanding and judgment about the rights between the center and the state. They did not. Their main attack was against the AAP government. So when you are talking about fighting the BJP, yes, I understand. If there was no alliance, I understand it can happen sometimes that you can't work out an alliance. In Haryana, they had talks, it did not work out. But in Haryana, did the AAP in their campaign target the Congress or did they target the BJP? Here in Delhi, why did the Congress only target the AAP? Why did not say a word against the BJP? When they came here in Kerala in the last elections, what did they do? They only targeted Pinarayi government. They only targeted the LDF. What did they do in Lok Sabha? And Rahul Gandhi comes to Kerala to demand the arrest of the chief minister. He goes to Delhi and to demand the arrest, the re-arrest, etc. of the chief minister. And then they say they are fighting BJP. So I can understand the situation because India is so diverse politically. There are different configurations of political forces in different states. It's a fact. In Maharashtra, you have the Shiv Sena, Thackeray, you have Sharad Pawarji, you have the Congress, you have the left. Now, we have been in Maharashtra also saying you have to recognize the strength of the left in struggle. We may not have seats, but we are there on the ground in so many seats. But we sacrificed. Only one seat we fought on our own because we said, okay, let's fight the BJP. But unless the Congress gets over its own confusion about who it's fighting in India, you can't say that you are in favor of India platform and then start focusing only on those who are members of the platform like they did in Delhi. So this is the question before us today, that as far as the CPIM is concerned, we are very, very clear. We are very clear. Our fight is against the BJP and RSS. Whether it is in Kerala, whether it is in Bengal, whether it is anywhere in India, our fight is against BJP, RSS. Our main fight, our main focus. And those parties there who are compromising with them and who believe that the left and the communists, like the UDF here or Mamata Banerjee in Kerala, in Bengal, they only want to target the CPM. Naturally, we will fight for our independent base and for our principles and for our alternative policies. We are not here we are here because we believe in alternative politics. We don't agree with many of the economic policies, the neoliberal policies which the Congress is supporting. No, we can't. We are dead against privatization, which the Congress started. So many, but still we say, despite that we have said, in our political resolution, in Parliament, we will fully cooperate, outside Parliament also, on issues of common concern against the BJP. Yes.
Okay, comrade. And last one, how see you are about the Kollam State Conference? What is your now the first day is finishing?
No, I think it's a very inspiring effort which is being made, because for us in the CPIM, Kerala has a very critical role to play, and the discussions and deliberations in the conference here are going to be of extremely important concern and influence for the rest of India. So we know that the central government is attacking Kerala, and it's assaulting Kerala's financial autonomy. And despite that, Kerala is standing. And the party has to, as Comrade Govindan Master said today, we have to reach out to people, to our supporters, to our base. We have to reaffirm and reassert our character as communists. And we have to have a very strong connection with all sections of the people. That is what is so important for us today. And I'm sure the Kollam conference will be a milestone in the inspiring history of the communist movement in Kerala and the Communist Party in Kerala, and it will help to take the left movement in India forward, and to protect, defend and take forward this important alternative that Kerala is, not just for the people of Kerala, but for India. Kerala is very important for India today.